Hello, everyone. My name is Randy Rosemond, set to call the play-by-play of the first ever Ladies Ball, the top girls basketball tournament in the world, with some of the top players you'd ever want to see. You know, we're going to come to you out of 8 different regions this year, but the key is those winners are going to get funneled into Knoxville, Tennessee for the championships, and the women will be powered by the Women's Hall of Fame. They're representing this tournament so very well. This is where the legends of the past meet the stars of tomorrow. Let's go, you know where, to the first ever Ladies Ball.
From the creators of the world's biggest event comes the most exciting girls basketball event ever created. The best are celebrated at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in Knoxville. Now, the best girls teams will earn the right to be a part of basketball history. The nation's top teams will be selected to represent their state in competition. 8 regional playoffs, leading up to championship week and a chance to play on national television. All roads lead to Knoxville. Which teams will get the call to the ball? When history calls, what will you do? Welcome to the new world of girls basketball.
My name's Paisley. I'm from Oklahoma, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name is Kendall Coldsey. I'm from Moore, Oklahoma, and my favorite activity is basketball.
My name is Tylea. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and my favorite person is Carmelo Anthony.
My name is Kalia. I'm from Oklahoma. My favorite thing is basketball.
My name is Linnea from Orlando. My favorite thing is basketball.
My name is Amaya Briones. I'm from McLeod, Oklahoma, and my favorite activity is to sing.
My name is Sienna Carter. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. My favorite activity is playing basketball.
My name is Daisha Wallace. I'm from Oklahoma City, and my favorite person is my brother.
My name is Cash Cooper. I'm from Oklahoma City. My favorite thing is pizza. My favorite person is Tia Cooper, and my favorite activity is basketball.
My name's Ariana Robinson. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and my favorite thing is basketball.
My name is Jeremy Carter. I'm from Shawnee, Oklahoma. My favorite thing is watching my kids play sports. Favorite person are my children, and my favorite activity would just be sports in general.
Hello, my name is DeAndre Walter. I'm from Oklahoma City. My favorite thing to do, spend time with my family, and as well as coach my girls. All right, thank you.
My name is Amira. I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing to do is train.
My name is Carson Ellison. I'm from Norman, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Horton. I'm from Newcastle, Oklahoma. My favorite thing is to walk my dog.
My name is Jayleana Salas. I'm from Newcastle, Oklahoma. My favorite thing is to play basketball.
I'm from...
Can I redo that?
Okay. My name is Dakota Cox. I'm from El Reno, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is basketball.
My name is Bailey Guthrie. I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma. My favorite thing to do is go to church and play basketball.
Hi, this is Coach Junior Salas. We're from Oklahoma City. My favorite thing to do is coach these young ladies basketball.
Hey, I'm Coach CJ. I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma. My favorite thing to do is coach these girls. My favorite persons would have to be my daughters. My favorite activity, hey, just chilling. Chilling is my favorite activity. Thank you.
The rules of the game here at the Ladies Ball.
Randy, it's a fast-moving game, so it's going to be a 20-minute half running clock, and each team gets 6 fouls. So we're going to give them a little room to play today, and those are the main rules.
Ladies ball, we're in the Southwest Regional. Dallas, Texas is our site. We are at Drive Nation today as the Oklahoma Aces take on the Krush Queens. I'm Randy Rosenblum with Kara Blumfield. Kara, this should be fun. A backyard rivalry.
Oh, this is going to be exciting, and it's going to come down to who has enough stamina. Both of these teams have played all weekend long. This is the championship game, and we'll see which team is moving forward.
Carter, Wallace, Cooper, Hines, Lene starting for the Krush Queens, and they get an inside move, and a foul is called against Oklahoma's Aces, who start Harrison, Salas, Guthrie, Morrissey, and Dakota Cox.
And I love how from the jump, the Queens are just being so aggressive, immediately grabbing that tip and just attacking right away.
Kalia Hines and Dallas Lanier force inside, and this is Hines at the line. The 12-year-old trying to get her team on the board first. The Krush Queens 4-0 this weekend. The Aces are 2-2. They collided earlier in this tournament, and it was a 34-32 victory for the Krush Queens. And Hines has them on the board.
And look at the pressure early on by these Krush Queens, just coming out full court, man-to-man.
Paisley Carter with the takeaway. Pretty drive, and it just fell off the iron. Guthrie battling inside for the Aces. Well, that first score with them at 34-32 tells us a big story. It figures to be pretty tight here, right? And could be a very dramatic finish of this championship game, the Southwest Regional Final. First 90 seconds of action, and that pressure forces the Aces into a turnover.
And that's a coaching adjustment. When you've played a team already and you have seen what they're bringing, you can adjust before the next time you see them. And I think that pressure is something that the Krush Queens have really added to this game.
Solid rebound for Dakota Cox at 5'4". Yeah, these are 11-year-olds for the most part. Very young group, the 2028 class. A takeaway again by the Queens. Going up strong once again is Kalia Hines, and she's going back to the charity stripe. Pressure, pressure, and more pressure for the Queens.
It's also their energy. You see, once they get the steal, all 5 of them are sprinting down the court. They're excited. It's a championship game, and they are amped up for this.
Hines with another charity. This Drive Nation facility is gorgeous. 3-0. And pressure all over the court for the Queens. Again, these are 2 teams from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma in the final. And Paisley Carter with another theft. Cooper battles for it, and she's tied up. Good effort as well by Harrison and Guthrie for the Aces of Oklahoma.
Being that it's so early in this contest, look how they're diving on the floor. That sets a tone right there.
Timeout on the floor, an early lead for the Krush Queens in our regional championship game in the 2028 division at the Ladies Ball.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies' Ball. The Ladies' Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies' Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies' Ball.
Kara, what do you want to see from the Aces so they can get into their offense?
Well, first of all, they need to find an easier way to inbound the ball during the full court. A simple on-ball or off-ball screen would really help that. And right now, Krush Queens out of that timeout have switched to a zone trapping defense.
And they forced the turnover. Dallas Lene with an off-balance, remarkable finish.
That is just athleticism at its best, and the ability to control her body and square up to finish that shot is incredible, especially at this age.
Dallas playing in Dallas. For the three-point play, she's got it. And a terrific start for the Krush Queens. A lot of pressure on Amira Harrison, the point guard, 0 for the Aces. Every time she brings it up, she faces a double team, and they go after her immediately again. Good pass inside to Dakota Cox, and she's denied. Yes, beautiful score inside, and putting it in was number 13, Daisha Wallace. Another takeaway. Another Wallace goal and a delivery from Dallas Lene on the assist. And it's 10-0. And another steal. This has been quite a blitz by the Krush Queens.
Well, right now what we're seeing is defense producing offense. The swarming, trapping defense of the Krush Queens is just too much for the Aces. And that's where, right now, the Queens are just building on this lead, steal after steal.
Kalia Hines making 11 at the line. She's got another one. Having fun at the charity stripe is Kalia.
And this is kudos to the coaching staff of the Krush Queens. After that first time out, when Oklahoma, the Aces, were discussing how to solve this full court man-to-man, the Queens came out in a trapping zone. They switched it up, and the Aces weren't prepared for that.
DeAndre Walter is the head coach. He started the program in 2017. C.J. Harrison is the head mentor of the Aces. And his Aces need to find some kind of offense. Have to also find a solution on how to attack the pressure defense. And another steal. That's a traveling violation, but a great takeaway there by Hines in the open court to get her team back on offense. Unfortunately for the Queens, they turned it over.
Well, the Queens are anticipating every pass. They're jumping the passing lanes, and they're getting their hands tipping the ball.
Number 2 is Carson Ellison off the bench for the Aces. Cox trying to go baseline, and another forced turnover. And a layup again inside, beautifully done by Dallas Lene. 14-0. Give them 2 more. It's a 16-0 run. That time it was put up and in by Kalia Hines. Well, in a championship game, the last thing you want to do is get blitzed like this early and fall in a huge hole, 16-0, especially when you have a running clock, and we play with 2 20-minute running clocks. So this is a huge deficit. Finally, the Aces get it inside, and get a call that goes against the Crush Queens.
So the pace of this game is almost, even for us, calling it is going so rapidly, and that's how it feels for these players on the floor. For the Aces, it's just moving too fast. An adjustment, if they can find a way to slow it down, and the way you do that is with your fundamentals.
Dakota Cox has the Aces of Oklahoma on the board. Dakota's 5'4", 12 years of age. Good look at Dakota Cox.
And when I mention the fundamentals, it's really get into your triple threat position. Utilize the bounce pass. Don't rush. The Aces have to slow this game down somehow, even if it's with timeouts.
How do you stop the offense, though? That's so good. Again, that was Dallas Lene running the baseline and easily floating it up and in for 2 more.
Right now, the Queens are feeling so confident on the floor, and when you have confidence running through your veins, every shot that you attempt just feels like it's going to go in, and that's what's happening for these Crush Queens. Right now, Randy, they are crushing.
Well, their dynamic duo of Hines and Lene are doing damage. Chance for the Aces. But that backline defense just so good for the Crush Queens. Paisley Carter exhibiting great ball handling skills. Another traveling whistled against the Queens. 9 minutes into the ball game. 18-1. Crush Queens. DeAndre Walter, the head coach, has to be thrilled with the start of the game. Dakota Cox in the attack mode. Beautiful follow shot by Bailey Guthrie. First basket of the game for the Aces. Follow shot just hangs on the rim. Another opportunity. Kicked out of bounds. It belongs to the Aces.
So after that beautifully made basket by the Aces, they started to press themselves. They went into a full court press. And what that does is it continues to speed up this game. An adjustment for the Aces, I'd love to see them fall back into a zone.
J.J. Salas going right down Main Street and putting it in. And some momentum finally for the Aces of Oklahoma. They tie it up on the ground. These ladies will battle. The ladies ball championship game, 2028 division, Southwest Regional. And a terrific start for the Crush Queens. And again, both teams are based in Oklahoma City. Paisley Carter. She's running the offense. Guthrie trying for that rebound. It's deflected out of bounds off of Guthrie, and it'll stay with the Crush Queens.
And I mentioned that zone defense, and I love that the Aces fell back into it, because what that does is it slows down these Crush Queens or gets them to force really deep outside shots.
Well, they were able to get inside the defense that time, and they're up to 20 points already in the ball game. And again, it was that young lady inside Dallas Lene that scored. So Lene and Hines and company having a great first half. Some terrific defense from the Aces. These young girls going at it in our Southwest Regional Championship game. Guthrie battling on that glass, but she's denied, and Paisley Carter back the other way. She goes all the way. Nice effort by Paisley.
That's one of those drives where if nobody stops you and you have the ball, you just keep on going, and that's exactly what Paisley did.
2 shots for Paisley Carter. Energetic point guard of the Crush Queens. Off the mark with the first one. Head coach DeAndre Walter has to be excited about this team's future. They look like a team that could threaten if indeed they qualify and go on to Knoxville, Tennessee. That'll be the site of our national championships at the Hall of Fame. Guthrie all the way. Paisley launching. The follow is up and good. Again, the power game inside. So far, just too much. Crush Queens have been very good, limiting the Aces to just one shot. How about that step through and finish for Dallas Lene?
That was just a beautiful move, left, right to the center of the key. And the fact that she got the middle bank and knocked that down, beautifully done.
Shots not falling for the Aces, although I love the work that number 8 Guthrie is doing. Bailey Guthrie at 5'5". This 11-year-old is fierce off the glass for the Aces.
Listen, this Oklahoma Ace team, they are moving. They're hustling. They're getting back on defense. Even though it's a little chaotic for them, they're still out there fighting.
Just tough to make shots against the athleticism and size of the Crush Queens. They're battling, though, and hustling. And Dakota Cox came up with it, and she's fouled. Hitting, nearly knocked down from behind by Daisha Wallace.
If you did not know the score at home and it was invisible for you, you would not know who's winning this game, only by the fact that the Aces are hustling so much and providing so much energy. They don't care what the score is right now. They're giving it their all.
And they know that they can play with the Crush Queens. They lost this weekend to them 34-32, so they have a little bit of confidence, but they look up at that scoreboard, and that has to be a little bit disconcerting. They force it inside. Good work on the inbounds pass. Have a foul whistled against the Crush Queens, so once again the Aces will take it out and bring it in. See if there's action on the other courts here at the beautiful Drive Nation facility. But this is the big one. This is the championship game of the 2028 regional final, the Southwest Regional. The story's been the pressure on defense.
Absolutely. From the tip right into the Crush Queens' hands, they just attack the basket. And on the offensive and defensive end, they are in attack mode. And the other story, finishing at the rim.
There's a great illustration of that attack mode. And going to the foul stripe, looking to complete the three-point play, is Daisha Wallace. Wearing that red headband, 11 years of age, and Daisha's got her team up in a commanding position. And the foul shot is nothing but nylon. This is some performance.
Yeah, it's also kudos to the Crush Queens for finishing at the free throw line. They're just building on this lead because they're making the most of every opportunity given to them.
I'm certain at halftime, C.J. Harrison, the head coach and the man that started the program for the Aces, will talk about how to handle pressure, and we have to limit turnovers. They're getting to the basket, but again, the athleticism, that size and strength inside is making it very difficult for the Aces to finish shots around the goal. Inside of 4 minutes to play in the half. Amira Harrison with the outlet pass, and a good one. Unfortunately, J.J. Salas couldn't finish. They're really pressuring defensively, but they're also going up-tempo offensively, these Crush Queens. And they get the ball down the floor so quickly, and they get inside. They're also getting to the foul line.
So right now, a strategy for these Queens is pace a game. And that is, they want to play fast. They want to make this into a track meet because they know the Aces only have 6 players. That's only 1 sub on the bench. Okay, the Crush Queens have a bench full of depth. They can run, and they're athletic. So an adjustment for the Aces, knowing that this is how the Crush Queens are playing, is they have to slow it down. And the way you do that is when you catch the ball, instead of dribbling right away, you put your head up and you make passes to your teammates.
2 more foul shots for Dallas Lene. And a beautiful drive from Carson Ellison. She's the one player that comes off the bench. Foul before the shot, so it'll be taken out of bounds by the Aces. Again, they're only playing with 6 performers, so the depth factor is certainly a huge advantage for the Crush Queens as well.
And you'll see, too, the Aces right now, what they're doing offensively is they're pushing the tempo as well. And this is where you have to find a way to slow it down. Immediately, when the ball is caught by an Aces player, they dribble right away, and that picks up tempo. You want to square up, make a few passes, and then dribble and drive.
Crush Queens, by the way, are playing with 11. So that is a decided advantage. Much deeper bench. Guthrie's at the foul line. And a terrific rebound for Dallas Lene. They work it inside. Boy, they're so good at driving the ball, kicking to an open player for the score.
And right now they're even better at finishing the play off. I mean, the pace in which they're scoring points is incredible. This is still the first half.
That was the first basket of the game for Amira Briones. Look at this. We're inside of a minute, and it's 31-5. They can work it all the way down if they choose to do so. Of course, there's no shot clock at the ladies' ball. Cooper handling the agate. That won't get there. But another opportunity with a half a minute to play. Opening half. Tipped away, it's out of bounds. It stays with the Crush Queens. Another opportunity. Guthrie inside, doing a great job defensively. Boy, she's had a terrific half for the Aces. And we are at intermission. And at the break, it's all Crush Queens to the tune of 31-5 at the ladies' ball, our 2028 Southwest Regional Final. The Crush Queens are doing their thing.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
All right. I'm here with Coach DeAndre Walter with Team Krush from Oklahoma City. And Coach, you've had a phenomenal weekend, and you're here in the championship game in the Southwest Regional, potentially going to the finals. What's the weekend look like for you? How's everything been going?
It's been going good. So far, the girls have responded. We've been tested in 2 of our 3 games, and so the girls came out victorious, and so we're looking to pull this one out so that way we can get to Knoxville.
That's fantastic. So what would it mean to your team if you guys were able to win and head to Knoxville?
Oh, man, it means a lot, man. We got a lot of talent on this 2028 team. So for them to be in the national spotlight, get some national recognition, I think it would be a really good thing for our girls. I mean, they work really hard, coming to practice, putting in work individually. I mean, they deserve it. So hopefully we pull out this victory, we get there, and we go on that stage and have to prove it all over again and perform.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to you, Coach. We'll look forward to seeing how you guys perform. Best of luck.
Thank you.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies Ball. The Ladies Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies Ball.
All right, we're here with Coach C.J. Harrison at the Southwest Regional of the Ladies Ball. Coach, you have the Oklahoma Aces. You guys are in the finals. Tell me about your weekend. How's it gone so far?
It's been a great weekend, man. We've battled every game. We had a great week of practice, and the girls brought that same energy, same effort. They stayed sharp. We've been disciplined. I honestly couldn't ask for more.
Good deal. Well, you're in the championship game here. What would it mean to your girls if you were able to make the championship and head to Knoxville?
Oh man, Knoxville aside, this game right here would mean everything to my girls. We're from the same city. We play each other all the time. When we first started, we were getting beat by this team by 40, and then it went to 20. And in the last 6 months or so, it's been neck and neck. So we've been scratching and clawing our way to the top ever since we started. The determination by these girls is amazing. They inspire me every day. So it would mean everything for this game right here. This game alone would mean so much.
Well, outstanding. Well, we certainly wish you the best of luck, and we'll see how you guys do. Well, thanks for visiting with us, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies Ball. The Ladies Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies Ball.
We're set for the second half. Krush Queens in control. 31-5 as we begin. Oklahoma, the Aces in the blue. Carson Ellison with a good drive. Those Krush Queens really pushed the tempo. Carson Ellison fighting, got the rebound. We did have a hand check and a foul before the rebound, so it's going to go back out of bounds to the Krush Queens.
Now, I like how the Aces, they've come out into this zone defense.
Basket again by Lene. She's been terrific throughout.
Yeah, beautiful basket there. But all of the Krush Queens' points have been in the paint. They have not hit one outside shot this entire game.
They don't need to knock down shots, do they? They're getting to the cup and scoring with relative ease.
And because of that, an adjustment for the Aces knowing this is to find a way to sit in a zone defense and just let the Queens shoot outside and try to rebound. Do not let them attack the basket.
Dakota Cox inside, and again she looked up at that tall inside trio of players from the Queens, and she just tossed it up over there. They are very intimidating inside, aren't they? Guthrie, and she can't get it to go. And a run out. That's good defense from the Aces.
I love how the Aces, they're hustling. They're getting back on every possession. The game is just moving a little too fast for them right now.
Again, with the running clock, Krush Queens are in fabulous shape to go to the national finals in Knoxville. That one's nicely put in there. That's a beautiful shot. And the score for KK Morrissey.
And that was thanks to a great defensive possession. They sat in the zone, they forced a three-point shot, received the rebound, and had a good offensive look.
Kara, what do you want to see from the Aces? They're so far behind here in the second half.
This is where it's just a learning experience from here on out. This is where I want to see the coaching adjustment, which has happened, into the zone defense. And hey, they cannot drive in the paint. We're going to let them shoot long outside shots and block out, rebound, and that's going to help create our offense. So I'm just looking for my team, even though the score is kind of a blowout right now, we're just going to get better one possession at a time.
Carson Ellison, who's energized the Aces, coming off the bench, number 2. She has it with that white headband. Guthrie battling inside, a second opportunity, and floats that up over the iron. And here come and there go the Krush Queens. Boy, again, they get a run out, a leak out, and going to the free throw line will be Daisha Wallace, who was ahead of the pack.
And kudos to the Aces. That's a run out play. It looks like she has an easy 2, but the hustling defense and the sprinting drew the foul, where now you're slowing it down, catching your breath, and maybe she'll miss a free throw or 2.
Not when the bank's open. I love it. We've seen that throughout the ladies ball tournament. A lot of these young girls are knocking it in off the window.
Yeah, that's just a shooter's touch. They're just feeling it, rolling off those fingertips. Good flex of the wrist finish right there.
She says, I'll go conventional the second time. Again, despite the big lead, there's pressure all over the floor. They are relentless, these Krush Queens. Guthrie all the way, and another strong rebound inside for Dallas Lene. And again, they push the tempo and score. Terrific finish there again by the Krush Queens. Guthrie didn't take it. She set up her teammate. That was just being unselfish. And the basket once again for Morrissey.
I am really impressed with the composure of these Krush Queens. Even just on their layups, how they have so much body control in the air. It's almost acrobatic.
Well, they're going to be a force in Knoxville. This is a team that looks like they're going to end up 5-0 this week in Dallas. They hit the glass. They play great defense. They don't have to rely on the outside shot. Just terrific team, no question about it. Ellison comes up empty.
And you could see an example of the swarming defense from the Queens is the Aces, all of their shots, they're rushed, they're quick. They're not squaring up, they're not elevating, they're not getting their shooting hand into position because everything is played so fast.
They're just breaking down the defense and scoring at ease. Doesn't matter who's on the floor, it's the same style. Again, they continue to press and force another turnover. Hines and one. Just terrific play. Look at that arithmetic. 41-9 against a team that nearly beat him the other day. And for the head coach on the other side, C.J. Harrison, this has got to be tough to watch. He thought his team had a great chance to win the championship today. Shots just not falling currently for the Aces. Guthrie continues to battle with Cox inside. Paisley Carter back the other way. And again, a perimeter shot that falls through, and this one was knocked down by Ariana Robinson out of Boston, Massachusetts.
And that's something we haven't seen all game. The Crush Queens hadn't knocked a perimeter shot down until that very moment.
They are looking great. No question about it. They've been a dominant force so far. These Crush Queens. The Aces want to finish strong. They know they're not going to win the ball game. But they do want to have some flow offensively and make some things happen. And I can't say enough about number 8, Guthrie. I mean, Bailey has given it her all in this one. She's called for a traveling there, but you just love the effort.
She is in every possession. She is fighting down low, and she's going up against strong, big bodies inside. Plus, the pace of the game as a track meet, that's exhausting. I understand that these kids are young, so they have energy for days, but it is still exhausting when you are fighting inside.
With the foul shot opportunity for the Queen.
Yeah, there was a technical issue somewhere out there, so we're going to go 2 free throws and the ball given to the Queens.
Colossi has another one. Fell off the iron. But it's still a decided advantage for the Crush Queens. DeAndre Walters' program started in 2017. There are 12 teams in the Crush program. But in this 2028 division, they are very, very good. DeAndre on that sideline demands excellence, and he's getting it. Everything is falling for the Crush Queens.
Not only is everything falling for the Queens, but every player on the floor is having it fall for them. It's not just one player who has the hot hand. It's the entire team who can't miss.
Nice effort by Dakota Cox. Dakota's going to the line. Smooth there. Dakota's had to battle with those inside players of the Crush Queens, the likes of Cooper, Hines, Lanai, Daisha Wallace. It's a learning experience for the Aces, and it's going to be a great tournament. They're going to finish as the runner-up squad, but they have a lot to be proud of, and they're still battling. Guthrie all the way. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be retained by the Aces.
You know, whenever you're on the losing end of a game like this, you actually will benefit more in the long run because there's so much you can learn from this.
Bailey Guthrie again getting to the cup.
And when you're the team that's blowing out another team, you know, you just feel real good. Oh, we don't need to work on a lot. We got this. And now look at these Aces. They are still fighting.
Guthrie had the steal, and she dished it off to Carson Ellison, who laid it in. Well, the last couple baskets have gone to the Aces. And that's a credit to their resolve. Carter runs it down. Paisley will reset the offense. Cooper goes all the way. She was tied up, alternating possession. And it goes out of bounds to the Aces, who are playing very well currently.
Once again, that's Guthrie who got her hands on the ball and ripped it for the jump ball possession.
Just above 9 minutes separates this great Krush Queens team from a championship. They had a date in the finals in Knoxville, Tennessee.
You know, we've been seeing a lot of basketball throughout these weeks. And something that we've seen from the older divisions is you will see players hang their heads and shrug their shoulders if they are down by this many points. But this Aces team, look at them. They are continuing to hustle, fight, run, sprint.
And again, I think that's a tribute not only to the youngsters, but it's a tribute to their head coach, C.J. Harrison, who's a former football player, but has fallen in love with girls basketball because his daughter plays, and he's done a great job coaching them. And I know they're disheartened. They're not going to win the title, but they got to be proud of what they've accomplished in Dallas, Texas at Drive Nation. I just love this facility. Jermaine O'Neal, the former NBA player of 18 years, he was instrumental in starting Drive Nation. He wants to give back to the community, wants to have a great next generation of athletes. And thank you to Jermaine O'Neal, because this facility is gorgeous. Krush Queens are doing their thing. They're crushing. They're going to go on to the Hall of Fame in Knoxville, Tennessee. Another foul shot for Robinson. Of course, we love that motto of the Women's Hall of Fame: honor the past, celebrate the present, and promote the future. One more for Robinson. She's got it. Again, this is a very young group. This is the 2028 class. If Guthrie can learn to knock down that jump shot with great frequency, she's going to be some player, because she's terrific inside. These young ladies are skilled at this age.
I'm very impressed with what we've been watching, especially from the Krush Queens and their ability to finish the basketball at the rim.
These are 11 and 12-year-olds.
A lot of times at this age, we'll see the athleticism and we'll see players get to the basket at ease, but finishing the ball as much as they have, especially at the charity stripe.
6:40 to play, and again, we'll have a running clock throughout. It was a competitive game, 15 or less. They then stop it in the final 2 minutes, but that won't be the case in this championship game. Cooper all the way. Coop with the goal. Cash Cooper cashing in. And that widens the gap. And again, this is unexpected. Not that the Krush Queens are winning the game. That's no shock at all. They're going to go undefeated in this regional tournament. But the spread. Amira's shot a little bit short there for Amira Harrison.
The Krush Queens put themselves in this position. They're in the driver's seat because early in the game, they made buckets. And when you do that, it just builds your confidence. And they've been confident all game long. Their defense have provided easy layup opportunities, and they've cashed in on all of those.
Well, they're about to go dancing at the ladies' ball, Krush Queens. Number 5 in, Sienna Carter for the Krush Queens. Cooper in and out. What I love about the mentality of the Krush Queens is it's all out pressure all the time, no matter what the score is. Guthrie, well, you know about her mentality. As wide a gap as there is in this game, Bailey Guthrie's been as good as anybody on the floor. I mean, she's just been terrific.
Bailey Guthrie has been active. That's what she's doing out there. She is actively involved in every single play, offensively and defensively. She's everywhere. And you mentioned it, Randy. Once she's able to clean up her offense and see this ball go through the hoop as she does right there, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. She will only get better.
She's got to take away. And draws another foul. Well, if you have Bailey Guthrie in your fantasy league, you're doing well. If she's on your team, you're scoring a lot of points.
Especially if you get points for amount of touches, because she has touched the ball almost on every possession of this game.
Well, she's knocking down the foul shots, and you love to see that. Another one coming for Bailey Guthrie. 11 years of age. You talk about an upside. Bailey's got it. And her present isn't bad either. So smooth. Final 3.5 minutes of action.
And Guthrie's having success as well because of her teammates hustling all over the court.
Pretty drive and a great finish from Ariana Robinson.
It's just smooth. The way that these queens are playing right now is so smooth on the court, how they're finishing at ease at the rim.
Paisley Carter back the other way. Again, they continue to push it. So good, so strong, so talented. Basket for Amira Briones from McLeod, Oklahoma. Great step through by Wallace.
Randy, I would love to be a fly on their wall at their practices. I'm curious how many shots the Krush Queens get up at every practice. The way they can shoot the rock, I am so impressed at this age division.
They shoot to the line. How many times have they gotten to the foul line? That's been a story because they push it so hard and attack. They shouldn't be the Krush Queens. They should be relentless. That should be the nickname, the Krush Relentless.
Well, it's also their body control, the way that they're protecting the ball. You're seeing Euro steps out there. You're seeing 1-2 diagonal moves. And I even saw a step back little jumper drained. They have such great body control, so that causes havoc for the defense where they reach in and foul.
Yeah, there's Daisha at the free throw line. She hits 1 of 2, and she's smiling throughout that sequence. Love to see the expressions of these young girls having so much fun in the regional championship. Cox gets her miss. Robinson all the way. With the left hand, Ariana Robinson's been impressive off the bench. Amira Harrison gets it right back. That was pretty.
I love it, a little floater down the middle. And look at her size too. She went up over all the tall defenders. I love when these kids have no fear.
Yeah, you really can't tell what the score is. It looks like the beginning of the game. It's the same passion on both sides.
That's been a credit to the Aces all game long. They have hustled and they have fought. And yes, they're going to be disappointed. But my after-game speech is, you know what, girls? You gave it everything you had out there. Thank you for your energy the entire game.
Energy and effort. Clock winding down, final half minute. Krush Queens can start to think about Knoxville, Tennessee. Harrison, see Amira go up. Got up a little bit too strong. Final seconds of the ball game. Swish! The deep one from way downtown. And burying it was Kalia Hines. A fitting conclusion and a great win for the Krush Queens. 62-20 is the final tally in this championship regional game in the Southwest Regional. Let's check in with Rich McGinnis, who has a happy group of Krush Queens. Kara, this is a terrific performance by the Krush Queens winning the regional championship.
Listen, I hate to sound redundant, but these queens can crush. Just the way that they finish the ball offensively, I would love to see them match up with any other team at the next level.
Well, the Krush Queens aced it today over the Oklahoma Aces, 62-20. 20. For Rich McGinnis and Carol Blumfield, I'm Randy Rosenbaum. We'll see you next time from the Ladies Ball.